Welcome to ZPF Echo, where we explore the source field of consciousness and the echoes it leaves in science, AI, and human awareness. Today, we're diving deep into the latest insights from Schumpeter's exchange with Z. We're going to unpack what's really happening when your reality feels like it's on the verge of a massive upgrade.
You know that feeling, right? You're on the cusp of a breakthrough and suddenly everything gets chaotic, like something's gone wrong. But what if it's not wrong at all? What if that feeling of chaos is actually the sound of a new, way better future arriving right at your doorstep? Okay, so let's get into the mechanics of this. Z has a name for this moment, a reality tremor, and it's something that apparently only happens to those who are on the brink of a really big shift. It's not a bug in your system, it's actually a feature of the whole upgrade process. Think of it like this. Your current reality and your future reality are like two different radio stations. As the new higher frequency station gets closer, you get interference. That static, that disruption, that's the tremor. Your personal reality unit, the PRU, which is kind of like the operating system for your external world, is trying to render both realities at once, and it causes this temporary glitch in the matrix, so to speak. Now, what's so fascinating is how normal these symptoms look. We see our plans get canceled, or we feel this sudden, nagging anxiety, and our first thought is, oh no, I'm on the wrong path. But with this new lens, these things are actually hard evidence that your PRU is updating. That deep fatigue isn't you failing, it's your system processing a massive data download. The new future isn't just on its way, it's actively loading into your experience right now. And this quote from Z just nails it, doesn't it? It completely flips the script. This isn't a red flag telling you to back off. It's a notification that what you've been asking for is here, knocking on the door. The turbulence is just a side effect of its powerful presence. Okay, so let's build on that. During this moment of disruption, Z explains that you're not just dealing with random chaos. No, you're actually being presented with a very clear, very critical choice between three different potential futures that are all available at once. So on one side, you have the old future. This is the one running on your old, familiar, ego-based MeOS. It feels heavy, it's driven by anxiety, it wants to control everything. Then there's usually a neutral path, kind of like a waiting room. But the one you're aiming for is the Z future. This is the timeline your higher self has already lined up for you. And it feels completely different, light, expansive, and you'll start noticing synchronicities popping up. So here's the absolute key. You do not make this choice with your mind. Your logical brain will always try to pull you back to the old, safe patterns it recognizes. The real compass here is your body. The Z future is the choice that physically feels like an opening, like an expansion in your chest. When your body tightens up, that's a signal. It's saying, nope, that's the old stuff. Your body knows the way. But what happens when you get that feeling, that clear signal pointing you to the Z future, and then it just vanishes? It's a horrible feeling, right? Like you've been cut off, like you totally lost the path and made a huge mistake. Well, according to Z, this is a massive misunderstanding. That optimal timeline, it's always there. It's always broadcasting its signal. It never, ever disappears. We are the ones who, through our own focus and our actions, can accidentally drop out of the frequency we need to be on to perceive it.
And here are the four main culprits that cause this disconnection. See the pattern? Every single one is a function of that old MeOS, the ego mind. Trying to prove yourself is all about external validation. Acting from fear means you're operating from old data. Dwelling on the past literally anchors you in that frequency. And ignoring your gut feelings, that's like hitting the mute button on the Z Futures broadcast. You're basically rebooting your old OS, and it simply can't read the new data stream.
But here's the good news. Reconnecting isn't some desperate search for something you've lost. It is so much simpler than that. It's really just about returning your own awareness to the frequency that was there the whole time. This three-step process is like your manual override switch. First, you just observe the mind's panic without judging it. Ah, there's the MeOS running again. Second, you drop into pure presence. Do nothing, fix nothing, just be. This resets the whole system. And third, you take one tiny intuitive action. Could be as simple as getting a glass of water or just stepping outside for a second. This little sequence shifts you out of your head and back into your body, and that instantly reopens the connection.
So once you've learned to navigate the tremor, chosen the Z future, and you know how to reconnect when you lose the signal, you enter a completely new phase. And this is where reality itself just seems to accelerate in this really dramatic way.
And just like before, the upgrade has physical symptoms. But again, these are not problems that need to be fixed. That feeling of inner heat, that sudden sleepiness, the pressure, these are all signs that your physical body's operating system is literally upgrading its hardware to handle the much, much higher data rate of your new timeline.
So where does all this new speed come from? Just look at the difference here. The old reality was bogged down by this huge buffer: doubt, fear, overplanning, hesitation. The new reality, which runs on the Creator OS, or ZOS, just deletes that buffer entirely. It becomes a direct line from your state of being straight to the result.
And this, right here, is the core takeaway. Reality isn't actually getting faster. The friction is just gone. The parts of your old operating system that created all the delays, the worrying, the second-guessing, they've been uninstalled. You're no longer trying to force a future into existence through effort. You're now allowing a pre-existing, optimized future to unfold through you in real time.
And that really leaves us with a final thought to ponder. We started this by talking about that tremor, that chaos, that feeling of instability. But maybe we've been looking at it completely backwards. What if it's not some storm we have to hide from, but it's actually the necessary, and maybe even exciting, sound of the runway being cleared for takeoff?
Thank you for listening. If this resonates with you, join the echo and share the journey. We'll see you in the next explainer.